All right, well then let's go ahead. I told you after we came back from lunch that we would talk about how to add metadata to a content type and then how that would work within the library itself. So let me come in here to the project site. So we're going to start at the root site so you know how to get there. Site actions, site settings, site content types, and then we're going to come down here to the fun content types and the party planning guide. Now, the way that I add metadata fields to a content type is to add in the site columns. You remember when I talked about site columns a little bit earlier? Well, here we're going to see where we can either add from an existing site column or add from a new site column. Where do those site columns actually reside? Well, if you take a look at them here, there is another gallery called Site Columns Gallery. And in this gallery, which it's going to have to load here, in this gallery you're going to see that there's all kinds of columns here that are already prepackaged for you and created within SharePoint that you could add. But there might be, and each one of these, by the way, represents some kind of metadata that could be added to a data element within SharePoint. Okay? But instead, what we can do here is to create our own site columns. So let's come here and create, and it says add from new site column. I wish they would have used the word create, but they didn't. I wasn't in charge of the interface verbiage on this page. So we'll click add from a new site column, and this is actually going to create a column over in the site column gallery and then append it or create it against and tie it to the content type. So what might be a metadata item for the party planning guide? Very good, occasion. And we could do a choice lookup field here. Not a lookup field, I'm sorry, but a choice field. And so it could be a holiday, a birthday, no reason at all. Okay? So those are the three occasions that we have for a party planning guide. Now, that site column has just been created at the site collection layer. And it's not going to be able to be used across other site collections. Happily, and I'm just going to show you the interface right now, and then we're going to talk more about this later. Happily, I can create another site column, but have it tied to a metadata field from the Manage Metadata Hub. So what I would do there is not give the column, well, I could give the column a name, I guess. Well, I'll just, because I'm not going to save this, I'll just put some letters in here for the name. And then I would come down here and select Manage Metadata. And I'm going to go over this again later on, but just notice now that once I do that, I can come down here and the metadata service appears, and it will give me the various term groups and term sets that exist in the hub. Okay? We will go over this again at a later time. So now when I click cancel, I'm going to click cancel here. So now we have two metadatas, the title and the occasion. Okay? So I'm going to come back to the library that this content type is tied to, or to which it is tied. I come up to Documents up here, click New Document, Party Planning Guide, and now watch what happens in the Document Information panel, the DIP. Watch what happens in the DIP here. And you'll see that it comes up now. You can see now that the DIP shows up, and you can see that the occasion with that drop-down list now appears. And you can see that I could select my metadata here. So let's say that we called this the Thanksgiving party, day party, okay? And this is the MindChart party form, and so here it is, and I'll just put some extra text in there so that it is a unique document. And we click on Save here. Now, in theory, this should save it back to the library